give me a moment to fix that audio link with Mr. Venkateshwara, because the reality, T.S. Sudhir, is that Jagan is doing well, but only in pockets. Why is it that unlike what the Congress thought, he's not sweeping all of Simandra?
Hope to win maximum of those 25 seats as far as the Simandra region is concerned, because he has really cut his losses. His Telangana unit is virtually reduced to a zero. He is touring the Simandra region's 13 districts in the hope that he will be able to win a majority of those 25 districts and become some kind of a power to reckon with as far as the Lok Sabha formation, the next Lok Sabha, and have some kind of a say in the next government. And that's really Jagan's best play. You were talking about his possible post-poll alliance with the BJP. Jagan has really kept his options open as far as a future alliance partner is concerned. He has said any party which supports is against the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh, he would support us. So that will be his necessary precondition as far as Andhra Pradesh is concerned, as far as the next government is concerned, and that's what he really would hope to do. And if he can win a majority of those seats in the Simandra region, he could really be a force to reckon with in the next Lok Sabha.
That's the condition, Chandan Mitra, that Jagan Reddy laid down in the interview we did with him. But is that a non-negotiable from the BJP's perspective? Because Narendra Modi, when he was standing in Hyderabad in that big rally, said he supports the idea of a separate state of Telangana. The BJP has taken that position in the past as well. Therefore, Jagan Reddy, for all practical purposes, ruled out from the BJP's equation?
Look, Mr. Jagan Reddy is not a babe in the woods. He knows very well that this demand of his, that there should be no bifurcation, is going to become infructuous the moment the Telangana bill is passed in Parliament. And as this evening's news says, the President,
yes,
Mr. Pranab Mukherjee, has extended the time for Andhra Assembly to send back the bill by only 7 days, which means it's very clear that the government wants to introduce this bill in the session that's starting on the 5th of February. So once it has become passed by Parliament, which it will be clearly, then it is, becomes a non-negotiable thing.
Okay.
It is a reality. It's a fait accompli. And therefore, he cannot expect that that will be decided and Simandra and Telangana would be merged again. That cannot happen. So you'll have to accept that and then go about achieving his political ambitions.
Okay, we've dealt with Andhra Pradesh and yes, Dr. Bedi.
With whoever Jagan goes, remember a lot of baggage goes. A lot of baggage which is in the few months from now pending prosecutions and investigations. So whoever he goes with will have to live up with those consequences of a relationship, which will then could impact the major partner.
Okay, Venkateshwar Alu is through from the YSR Congress. Mr. Venkateshwar Alu, your sense of the numbers that are being put out by C Voter, 13 seats is the projection, not quite the same figure that Jagan Reddy would have thought. Why is it that he's not being able to land a bigger harvest? Why is it that his tally is stuck in the TDP, in your view, is doing as well as C Voter is projecting? Okay, I think he's having some issues in hearing us. Our producers say he's through, but clearly he can't hear me. I want to go across to Kamal Mitra Chuna, because Hyderabad would have been one of the seats where you would have thought that the Aam Aadmi Party has a prospect. But that seat sticking with the Owaisi's and not really registering any gains for the Aam Aadmi Party, sir.
Well, I mean, we'll talk to Asaduddin later. I have family in Hyderabad. I live there sometimes. The thing is that the Congress has got into trouble because they expected Congress to wholeheartedly support Telangana. And when the leaders came here and their student leaders in Hyderabad, they're all cursing the Congress despite Congress's role in creating Telangana because of the delay. So the Congress is neither here nor there. They're not with Jagan and they're not with Rao. So, they have actually botched up their strategy.
Oh, the Congress is in a very bad spot in Andhra Pradesh, as it is in every state that we've dealt with so far. From Andhra Pradesh, let's now move over and focus on Tamil Nadu, where there is a big story, because here emerges one of the crucial kingmakers, and in my view, a lady without who there can be no government in Delhi in 2014. The DMK had 18 seats. They had an alliance with the Congress the last time round. The AIADMK tally in the last Lok Sabha elections was only 9. The Congress had 8 seats. Let's see how things are changing in Tamil Nadu. Here are the C Voter projections for Tamil Nadu, and take a look at these figures. The DMK's tally coming down by 13 seats. They are crashing to 5. The biggest gainer by far, Jayalalitha, her tally increasing from 9 to 29. That's a big gain of 20 seats. The Congress And Mr. Chidambaram, we know you're in Davos, but if your son and your campaign managers are watching, this is bad news, because each of the 8 Congress candidates who won seem to be in big trouble. There is, though, a game changer. His name is Vijay Kant. He hasn't picked up much seats, but he's got a 10% vote share. And if Vijay Kant is able to tie up, and we know that he's being wooed currently by the BJP, he's being wooed currently by the Congress, and he's also being wooed by the DMK. If Vijay Kant goes with any of these parties, he could be a game changer to some extent at least. Those are the figures. I want to go across first to T.S. Sudhir and get his sense, because if Jayalalitha gets anywhere in the vicinity of 29 seats, Sudhir, then she will hold. The key to Delhi will actually come through Poise Gardens.
Yeah, sorry, Rahul, could you repeat that?
I'm saying that if Jayalalitha ends up with 29 seats, the way to Delhi will actually pass through Poise Gardens.
Well, absolutely. The Chennai Express is what Jayalalitha would hope will roll after this election. And 29 seats, of course, she has asked the AIDMK to ensure that it's a clean sweep of 39 seats in Tamil Nadu plus the 1 seat in Puducherry. Now, how does she hope to gain that? Essentially riding on the populist agenda that her government has rolled out. The Amma canteens, the freebies that the government has rolled out. And the only hitch could be actually the power situation in Tamil Nadu. Given the fact that there have been no corruption cases, Jayalalitha does hope that people, the Tamilian voters, will actually come out in large numbers to see a Tamilian as the next Prime Minister. Now, whether that is going to happen is going to be a big question mark, but she does hope that she will be able to enthuse the AIDMK cadre, and with at least 29 to 30 seats, if Jayalalitha manages to win that, she will have some kind of a say in the next government.
No, where do you think the DMDK is most likely to go? Vijay Kant being wooed by the DMK, by the Congress, also by the BJP. Where do you think with their 8 to 10% votes they are most likely to go, Sudhir?
Well, yes, the 8% vote share is going to be extremely critical, and that could actually be a stumbling block as far as Jayalalitha is concerned. Karnataka making it very clear that he wants to shake hands with Vijay Kant, and that's going to be a crucial factor. The Congress and the BJP wouldn't really account for much as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, especially the Congress, which is on a very, very weak wicket given its handling of the Sri Lankan crisis, given its overall impression about the Congress. So essentially, the DMK wants to ensure that it is able to cobble up some kind of a rainbow coalition of parties to ensure that it puts up some kind of a fight as far as the AIDMK is concerned.
Okay, Shiv Vishwanathan, what Jayalalitha is doing very smartly is appeal to Tamilian pride and suggest that there is a possibility that there could be a Tamil Nadu Prime Minister from Tamil Nadu. And that she is hoping will help her land extra votes and extra seats. So she's playing that game, and clearly with these numbers has no intent, no desire to tie up with BJP before the election. She doesn't need to.
Look, I think she is the most brilliant strategist of all. First, there's hardly any scandal around her in a public sense. So here is this woman who's populist, popular, and also, in a way, adds to the so-called dignity of the state by being a major player at the national level. I mean, let's put it, she's queen bee as kingmaker.
Oh, Veer Sanghvi, bad news for Chidambaram and gang, from 8 coming down to 0. That just shows how big the trouble for the Congress is.
Well, I think they're in worse trouble. Chidambaram and co were going to be bit players anyhow. The problem is that with Jayalalitha as the major victor, there is actually going to be 2 plays. One is Jayalalitha is going to try to become Prime Minister, which I don't think will happen. The second is she will have to support Modi. She has no choice. This is a woman who's obsessed to the extent that she refers to Sonia Gandhi as Antonia Mino, cannot bring herself to say Sonia Gandhi's name without fuming. There is no way she can join the Congress. She has really no option but to go with the BJP. If she goes with the BJP, as I think she will, however, that's a poison chalice. She is a very dangerous ally. She brought down the Vajpayee government. She makes very unreasonable demands. So at one level, it sounds nice. You get 30 of Jayalalitha's seats, so 29. At another level, here come the heartaches.
Chandan Mitra, Narendra Modi has been doing some courses on how to win friends and influence people, but Jayalalitha is a different kettle of fish altogether. She hasn't been meeting him despite efforts being made in the background to try and tie up and meet with Jayalalitha. Those meetings haven't happened. She isn't allowing for a pre-poll alliance to take place. So these are real big issues, and as Veer Sanghvi says, even if there's a tie-up later, Mr. Mitra, Jayalalitha will be a very, very difficult alliance partner for Modi to deal with. I want to get Sunil Alak to answer that question.
As far as I'm concerned, look, you know, you have the three goddesses. You have Mayawati, Mamta and Jayalalitha. I don't think any government is going to be formed in the center minus the three ladies. I mean, and the important thing is that whilst we can keep talking about Mulayam and Nitish and everyone, Patnaiks and everybody else, it's going to be either Modi or someone there, but minus the three ladies. For me, they are the Saraswati, the Kali Ma and the Lakshmi. I mean, there's nothing going to happen without them.
Which one is
so
which?
It's important that, you know, and Jayalalitha is
From
one
Modi's
lady
perspective,
who, as far
Sunil,
as I'm
which one
concerned,
is which?